Well, over on YouTube, tonight's video is called El Eje Cafetero, which is Manizales, Armenia, and Pereira, Colombia. Now, the reason I decided to touch this subject tonight was for the simple fact that about a week ago, one of my subscribers had suggested if I could touch this subject. So I figured that basically I'll talk about the women there, as well as the things to do while visiting these cities. Now, El Eje Cafetero is basically one of my favorite regions of Colombia, as well as Medellin, Colombia, and Antioquia in general. Okay? Now, the reason I like El Eje Cafetero so much is for the simple fact that everything is at a very short distance. And, you know what I mean? Manizales doesn't have a lot of things, but it's a nice city. The women there are really beautiful. And you're going to get that real natural vibe of what real Colombian women are really all about. You know what I mean? These women are not overrated. They're easygoing. They're fun to be with. If you engage them in casual conversation, they'll invite you to their house. They will take the initiative to show you around the city and make you feel right at home. You'll feel right, nice and homey. But for the most part, Armenia is a city that basically grew up real fast. And it's spiral, and you know what I mean, it's a very progressive city, as well as Manizales. And I have a list of things here for you guys to do when visiting these cities. Now, the thing is that about 15-20 minutes, you know what I mean, from distance, you have Salento. Okay, Salento is a beautiful town. It has El Valle del Cocora. They have these beautiful long palm trees. And, you know what I mean, when tourists go out there, they're just, you know what I mean, they're just straight shocked for the simple fact that it's beautiful. The weather is nice and right. You could take beautiful pictures out there. And they're just basically these long palm trees with beautiful views. And they also have the small town of Salento. Okay, the small town of Salento is basically a patrimonio. It's basically its history there. It's historical, and you have people from different parts of the world that go there. You know what I mean? There's little cities with different colors, and you just feel like you go back into time. Now, being in Salento, they have this big old plate that's called la trucha. La trucha is basically this big long fish, and then on the bottom of it, it has patacon. Okay, now I would strongly recommend that if you guys do go to El Eje Cafetero, that basically you guys try these areas out. You will not be disappointed. And I'm going to start off with the list here. Okay, we have 1, El Valle del Cocora. 2, we have Salento, which I just mentioned. 3, El Parque del Café is basically this big theme park where they show you how they make the coffee, and they have rides for the kids, and the kids just go nuts. They go bananas. They love it. Okay, they have Panaca, which is strongly recommended. I would recommend you guys going there. They have 5. They have El Alumbrado de Quimbaya, which is really nice. They also have number 6, Recuca. Number 7, El Jardín Botánico del Quindío, which is a garden, you know what I mean, it's beautiful, lots of plants, and a lot of people, they dig that type of stuff. And, you know what I mean, we also have one in Medellin. Number 8, El Museo del Oro de Quimbaya. Okay. Number 9, El Parque de la Vida. Okay. Now, number 10 is basically Pereira. Pereira is strongly recommended for the simple fact that I was in Pereira for 2 months and some change, and I took a lot of liking into it for the simple fact that everything is close to everything. You know what I mean? If you want to go from Pereira to, what, say, El Parque del Café, maybe, what, 35-40 minutes? It's peanuts, you know what I mean? And in Pereira, you have lots of things to do. You have basically, this is Pereira, and on the other side of the bridge is Dos Quebradas. The only thing that separates these two things is this bridge called Cesar Gaviria Trujillo, which is one of the bridges that separates both cities. But you know what I mean, on this side is Pereira and on the other side is Dos Quebradas. For you to really understand the situation for what it is, you would have to be there to know what I'm talking about. But for the most part, they have a lot of night scenery. They have this plaza called La Plaza Victoria, which you can go up there. It's 3 stories high. You know what I mean? They have a bowling alley. They have lots of places to eat. And they have this thing called La Circunvalar. La Circunvalar is for basically the higher class people with more money. But they have night scenery there. They have places to eat. But if you guys are really looking to, you know what I mean, club and meet interesting women, I mean, for the most part, it's nice there. But, you know what I mean, you do get kind of women that, you know what I mean, they think they're above everybody else. So, you know what I mean, I would strongly recommend you guys going to La Badea. La Badea is basically, it's better for the simple fact that, you know what I mean, you have this long street. You have clubs to your left-hand side, and you have clubs to your right-hand side. And there's just more options for you guys to play around with. Okay, now if you guys are wanting to go to pools and, you know what I mean, take your partner or just go out and venture somewhere, you have these 2 areas. They have one, Santa Rosa de Cabal, which is aguas termales. I strongly recommend it. It's really, really beautiful. And then they have las aguas termales de San Vicente, which are in Pereira. Now, the reason I decided to touch this subject too was for the simple fact that even though my friend had talked about it, I thought it would be a nice thing for him as well as for you guys, for the simple fact that there's just so much to do. And, you know what I mean, right here you get your money's worth, for the simple fact that, you know what I mean, you're basically in a third world country at third world prices. You can't beat that. You know what I mean? If you go to, what do we say, places like Pereira, Armenia, Manizales, and you guys go there and you order a plate, you're going to get a fat, chunky plate, and it's going to be for real cheap. So if you guys are truly interested in basically meeting beautiful women and, you know what I mean, just interacting and eating nice traditional plates, like Pereira has a lot of places. Pereira Risaralda is beautiful. It's truly beautiful. The women from Pereira are beautiful. The women from Manizales are gorgeous. The women from Armenia are really gorgeous, for the simple fact that that whole area that I'm talking about is the Paisa region of Medellin. Medellin used to be all the way to Pereira, you know what I mean, back 400 years ago. And I love it. I love it. And honestly, the truth is just, it's mind-blowing, for the simple fact that you have everything there. You have everything at short distances, you know what I mean? And for you guys trying to go out there and venture out and do your thing, you know what I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a solo traveler. I think personally it's the best, for the simple fact that it makes you stronger as a character. And, you know what I mean, in life you have to go out in a blaze of glory, you know what I mean? But you going out there, you have to be on your P's and Q's everywhere you go around the world, okay? So if you guys, you know what I mean, are interested in going or whatever, please, you know what I mean, pay attention to what I'm saying. If you have any comments on the bottom, please make sure to leave a comment and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And I know what I'm telling you, you guys are not going to be disappointed. The women of Pereira, Manizales, and Armenia are strongly recommended. They're beautiful, they're gorgeous, and they're not overrated. In Medellin, they're beautiful, but yeah, you got some that are overrated, for the simple fact that, you know what I mean, they know that 9 times out of 10 the tourists that are going there, they're there to either, you know what I mean, pursue a service, or, you know what I mean, they just trying to get you for your ducats, you know what I mean? So if you guys have any questions, please make sure to leave a comment. I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you like the video, please make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Please make sure to subscribe to my page and stay tuned for more content. Good night. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.